the strings.
I'm pissed. So we got all the stuff buttoned up pretty much underneath the dash as far as the gauge goes, the AEM failsafe ethanol content gauge. So I went ahead and hooked up the boost reference to it. The fuel sensor is right there. The flex fuel sensor is basically right there. I just need to tap it into this return line. And then what the main thing I'm going to do right now is go ahead and hook it up to the wideband. So I think there's a bung under there. I hope. If not, we're gonna have to make a quick bump. But then we'll take for a little rip. So we found a hole.
Hopefully you don't bottom it out and rip it out.
I mean, it's not crazy low. There we go. Look at that freaking wideband. Look at a wideband, boys. Now we gotta run the wire.
Where?
Somewhere nice where it ain't gonna. I don't know.
Yeah.
So we got shift linkage right here. We got
Axle.
freaking hot exhaust. We got we got all the. So we have this right here. This is what we need.
Can you run her behind the axle?
We could just run it right there.
I guess it'd be too hot. Probably gonna be too hot. Just don't have it sit right on top of the exhaust.
I mean, I'm gonna zip tie it to some stuff, but.
I mean, it is just a Civic after.
I mean,
Just a Civic after all.
I'm more worried about my freaking $400. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
You gotta pull her up. Boys, what are we doing?
Well, I'm gonna back it out and see what it does.
See what she does.
TTS ain't working. Getting 4 pounds.
got that on boost and then the AFR's on the outside. Just a D16. At this point, you're not getting a boost at all, really.
Alright guys, so here we are. Got a running Civic, SI cluster, my favorite. And I went ahead and I changed the face of this AEM gauge so that it has boost on the outside. See, it goes to zero. Zero right there, air fuel, and then that's the ethanol content. So yeah, you guys better get ready. We're gonna be making some boost here shortly. I got the windows and everything in here today. I guess I could roll up the window. Now it's got freaking windows in it. It's got these bride seats, which I think look pretty cool in here. And the freaking Moji headliner. All the stuff, the AEM gauge, that's the only gauge in here. There's no no other craziness. So obviously, you know, carpet, we painted that stuff. It's a little bit dusty from, you know, getting in and out. But I'll tuck up all this wiring and put the actual ECU back over here where it's supposed to be later. And we'll go over a little bit more stuff with that gauge of me actually hooking it up to the ECU and setting like safety parameters and stuff. But overall, that's freaking looks like a damn Civic. So I'll probably go try to get it registered maybe tomorrow or the next day, and we'll go cruise it around, do some street tuning, and then wait for the injectors, bigger injectors to come in, and then I might be throwing this as a Garrett GT 3076R that we were going to do on the 2J S14 a while back, and then couldn't get the right housing, so this is T3 housing, and this thing should be a really rad turbo. Should be, I think we're doing the Deechworks 1200cc injectors, a 400 pump on it, and then this thing, and then that should get us probably about 500 horse. So that'll be pretty cool, and this damn thing will probably end up being faster than the damn Supra. So appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Driving the Civic around a little bit. I have Ty giving her a drive. And how do you like them seats?
Well, comfy, nice.
Not too bad, huh?
Yeah, no, it feels good. I like the car feels not too bad.
But I tried the little thing in third again, and it just kind of, we're getting a little bit of a weird breakup issue. I don't know, it just feels weird. Like that was what, like 8 pounds of boost, but it's like,
yeah, it's like sputtery.
It's like sputtery, but I don't think there's enough. We're not even like hitting enough boost for it to like matter as far as timing, I don't think. And it's just kind of like a weird little sputter. So I think we're gonna go grab some plugs. All right, so I thought it was good for a second. So it was a great little bit of a sputter. So we went and got some new spark plugs. We're gonna go throw those back in and see gap them properly, because I don't even know what these are gapped at. Around, we put about 15 miles on it, and it still is just making 3-cylinder weird noise, sputtering, doing a bunch of random weird stuff. So I don't know, might be something to do with the coils, or the coil and the spark plugs. I don't know, something like that. Yeah. It kind of looks like some pressure's building up. Maybe it's just not getting any fuel to them at all.
Well, you don't know, you don't have a regulator.
I don't have a pressure gauge. Yeah. I don't have nothing. I just know it runs like shit. I feel like it's spark based though.
Where's your PPE? Probably help.
Well, I wanted it to. What did I want it to do?
Use up the fuel.
I wanted it to use up the fuel.
In the rail.
But now instead it's just gonna fucking shoot me in the eyeball.
You're not gonna use any of this footage because you're cussing.
I'm pissed. I might use all the footage just to show that what it's like when you
On Turbo Civic.
You work so hard. You work so hard.
Oh yeah, I'm just.
Oh man, look at them fire hoses right there.
That aren't firing, huh?
Them frickin' fire hoses. Right there. Frickin' 750cc of frickin' 1980s injection technology.
Smells like you got that gas, bud.
I actually don't know anything, but we're gonna go, my buddy has a injector cleaner thing, so we're just gonna have these cleaned real quick, because they've been sitting around for a long frickin' time, and Beachworks is sending me over a set of 1200cc injectors, but I just want to make sure that this thing is like solid, so basically as soon as we get the injectors, slap it in, take it to the dyno, but whether we're dealing with an injector issue, or a wiring issue, or a coil, or timing, something silly, it's doing weird things, so we're gonna start with this.
Up the difference there.
Good thing you're right down the street from me, huh?
Right? Makes it easy this way.
Friday night, like.
See what we can do. Did it run like crap or what?
Yeah.
Did it?
Alright, is this the moment of truth?
Yeah. Don't look too bad. They weren't terrible.
Got the injectors plugged back in, all installed, and what's the consensus, Ty? What is it?
Way better now.
What happened though? What?
Oh, we flipped the plugs.
Yeah, so I don't know what it was, but when I was putting the injectors back in, I started looking at it and I was like, I don't know if these things were ever right to begin with, you know? Because honestly, like, look at all these, like because this is a tucked harness, like they're all kind of weird lengths anyhow, or custom lengths, but obviously these ones would fit kind of perfect together, and so we swapped it, and it seems like it runs pretty nice. So I think we're gonna go for a drive now. So I appreciate my buddy James, that's Build to Race. He has a automotive YouTube channel too here locally, and he has like a 1,000+ horsepower single turbo Camaro that he does a lot of like no prep drag racing stuff with at our local track, and he has that injector buzz tester in his garage, and he's only a couple minutes away from me, so I was like text him, you know, it's like freaking 6 or 7 p.m. on a Friday night, and I'm like, hey, can we clean some injectors? He's like, yeah, come on over. So definitely appreciate him doing that. And it was nice seeing, you know, these injectors have been sitting around in the toolbox for probably 2 years before I put them in here, and then they sat in here for like 2 years on the shelf. I think it's time for a drive.
Yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully it...
I mean, it sounds a lot better now.
I hope they don't...
Still running really weird. It's running better, but not premium. I don't know. It has to be ignition. It seriously has to be ignition.
Yeah.
Like, I think that helped, but I don't know.
Is that what it wants, bud?
So I think it's just telling me that it wants a K-swap with coil on plug. You don't have to deal with no freaking silly distributor and like plug wires, and this stuff's in the right spot. Should we swap these back?
You could.
Alright, let's start it and see what it does. Let's swap them again. That was silly. there too.
This thing's the same.
Maybe we should go drive it.
We should just look up the.
I don't know. So that, I guess, is the first drive of this thing, trying to work through all the little silly issues and stuff. Still haven't got it figured out. It's just like loading up in boost. And I mean, looking at the timing and stuff that I have, you know, in the timing tables and the fuel, and it's at like 12.5 AFR, 11.5, you know, somewhere in there. And, you know, the timing is like 22 degrees or something, and it's like not even at 1 pound of boost. So it should be fine. And I just don't see any, I don't know, it has to be something stupid with the ignition. Like, it's just something, I've always had stupid issues with these distributors on freaking D series, B series, all that other stuff. And this stupid hood pin, I have big issues with this. Hold on. One of the things that I really wanted to do to this car when I, you know, kind of was in the process of painting it is I wanted to go ahead and order a nice wiring harness for it. And that's one thing I'm kind of wishing I would have done now. So obviously it goes into the car down there, and that goes to like the fuse box and all that other stuff. But this whole harness in the engine bay, you could see this is the distributor plug, and it basically just has all them butt connectors right there. You know, but it just has some butt connectors in it. So going underneath the dash over there, that goes to the like the resistor box. I don't know, I'm just not super stoked on this harness. So it could be in the harness, could be in the distributor, it could be in my timing, it could be my Trevi tune. Maybe something with the ECU. I don't exactly know. But if you guys have any suggestions, be sure to let me know. Because I would like to get this guy on the dyno. So hopefully sometime this week. See what kind of power she can freaking make. And yeah, I guess that's about it. Appreciate you guys watching. Again, any suggestions are appreciated, and I guess we'll see you when we try to get this thing figured out again.